Welcome to my new venture. I wanted to at least show my face a little bit because most of the next series of videos are just going to be my hands and a lot of electronics. Taking apart old keyboards, usually they're broken or something's wrong with them, so I've started dismantling them and digging into the guts and really just having fun with it. I wouldn't say that I'm an expert. This isn't a channel of, oh, let's watch the total electronics expert as he meticulously takes apart machines and knows what's wrong right away and puts them back together. This guy's got just enough guts and just a little amount of fear, but not enough fear to keep him from digging into stuff he doesn't have any idea about, learning new things, finding stuff on YouTube from other people. It's been an adventure already, and it's going to be more of an adventure. I'm just hanging on by the seat of my pants and having fun while I'm doing it. So I hope you come along. Thanks for watching. You might not be familiar with this while it's open. If I close the lid, this might be a little more familiar. And it is not in great shape, but we're going to remedy that. I've already unhooked this. This isn't really a tutorial. It's more of just kind of my adventure. So what you're looking at is a DX7 with the keys removed. And this is kind of fascinating to me. This little piece has to come out before you can take the keys out, or you can't get them out correctly. But no, I'm not paying attention to see which one is in the right place, white or black, but let me even see if I can even do it. Oh, yeah, it helps if you have them in the right direction. So they snap in here, and they have this little spring that locks down into this little hole down here. It kind of locks in like that. And goes through there. And that's what gives you the spring-loaded functions. It's, I don't want to say low budget, but compared to some of the other keyboards I've looked at, it feels kind of low budget, but it works. A lot of people really love these key beds. Now you can see how messy the keys are. Pretty bad. So I popped all of the keys off because I wanted to see what this looked like. And I can already tell this strip down here is the aftertouch pad. But I've got to either clean this and make sure it works or find a new one online and replace it because it's in pretty bad shape. And you can see all this dirt. I'm going to clean off all of this. This is the main board here. You can actually do upgrades to these, like kind of hacks upgrades. There are people that sell third-party upgrades, and you pop the chips out and fit a board on top. This keyboard has also been retrofitted with a new battery that is removable, which is nice, but it doesn't put any sound out. And so I knew going in what it probably was based on some internet searches, and sure enough, I'll show you this. Let me focus it. It's in pretty bad shape. At least it looks bad. I'm hoping that this is just leakage and not a burnout. Either way, I mean, this board's not unreasonably priced, maybe $50 online. But you can also buy the new capacitor set and replace all these capacitors. There's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all the round ones. And that should get this back up and running and functional, because the LED panel does work. All the buttons seem to work. It's just very dirty inside, and I've got to deal with this, which I'm going to do. I don't think I'll do that on screen for this one because I just now got set up with my video stuff, and I need to find a better way to do the video so that it's nice and easy to see and easy for me to work around, because basically my arm right now is bumping the microphone and the GoPro and then the other cameras over here, obviously. But this is definitely going to be a fun project. And the keyboard is not, as you can see from the top. Let me open it again or close it. It's going to need a new membrane panel, which is not inexpensive, so that's going to be an undertaking, and it takes some work to replace it. And then it's been banged up pretty bad. I'm not sure if I kind of want to customize this. There are so many other DX7s out there that just look normal. I thought about repainting it and putting wood sides on it, and then, but I would love to not lose this. If I do lose it, it's all right, but I might try to reproduce this in some sort of a transfer sheet and, you know, paint it silver or something and put that on in black. But we'll see. The power cable on these is permanent. And so I may replace it with a power port so that you can just plug a standard power cable into it. To me, that seems much more usable. I did want to show you, well, I can't spin the camera around, but I'm working on a Pro Keys 88, and its finish was really, it's got contact paper on this portion, and it just didn't look good. And so I've wrapped it in a vinyl wrap that looks wood grain. It turned out, I think it turned out pretty good. So we'll see. I'll video that when it gets all assembled. But right now it's on the other side of the camera, and so I can't easily do that. One other kind of cool thing I've been working on. I don't think, well, yeah, these aren't too yellowed, so this has been stored inside. But the keys for the other keyboard, I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the GoPro. They're white up to about here. And then they were really yellow. Now you can kind of see it toward the end. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. It's going to be kind of bleached out by the camera. Yeah, you can't really tell. So the trick is to use hydrogen peroxide cream so that it sticks to it, and you smear it all over it, and you set it out in the sun. You put plastic wrap over it so it doesn't dry out, and you set it out in the sun, and it bleaches all that orange and yellow back out to white. So I've got to do one more coat on this other keyboard, and then clean the inside of the keyboard. I do have a bottle of this stuff, contact cleaner, which I have not used yet, so that's also going to be an adventure. And I feel like maybe this video is a tiny bit boring, but I'm just getting started, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of what I'm working on and what the inside of one of these looks like, and you can kind of follow along my journey. I'll set the camera up again when I work on this again and maybe speed it up while I'm cleaning the junk. I mean, there's a lot of junk in here. Hopefully I can get this all clean. And this part looks pretty good, although I may dismantle the whole thing and clean the whole inside, because I've got to figure out how the side panels come off and decide if I'm going to be able to rebuild those with wood or order some. So it should be a fun journey, and I hope you'll join me in it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.